This session of ADHD contains graphic descriptions of violence, gore, or sexual themes. Listener discretion is advised. And as always, we hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Adventuring Dimwits and Hyperactive Dragons, aka ADHD, a real-play tabletop podcast that uses different RPG systems to tell a story and mess around a bit. I'm Arion, the DM, and tonight we are playing the third session of The Ghostly Smile, where Jacque plays as Virre, their serial killer, hunting the streets of Dhurga. And Carson will play as Runt, a small little Hundling Urchin boy just trying to survive. Hope you enjoy.
Well, while you're looking over that, I guess we can set the scene for
No,
Runt.
I refuse.
Okay. It's your call. Just tell me what to do, Dad.
So we open on the dust-covered streets of Dhurga. I just saw my typo in this. Crowds. I typed crows. Crows of people moving about. The cat calls of vendors still sounding as the sun sets over the western horizon. The last bits of red and blue light streaking across the sky. A lone figure moving through crowds of people looking for an easy mark. How does Runt hunt for someone to pickpocket or whatever they
Most
do?
of the time, Runt is like, people don't notice him. He's a 4 foot. Let me get his dimensions right as I have them written down. He is a 4'10", 16-year-old, only 115 pounds, just slight, Scottish Terrier Hundling. Black, dirty fur, and muddy brown eyes, just unremarkable in every conceivable way. Which has served him well in his preferred method of survival, which is stealing either from people or from street stalls. So essentially, he's just trying to go unnoticed all the time. He basically exists in a stealth check. So he may be moving through the crowds. He may be kind of standing leaned up against a wall in an alley watching people pass by until he sees someone who's a suitable mark. Somebody he knows has a little bit of money and will carry it on them and perhaps be a little bit reckless with it.
Does he hunt multiple targets a night, or does he like pull one or two and then kind of just like calls it? Like, does he go for more or less?
I think he really probably prefers to do most of his pickpocketing during the day because there are more people on the street during the day. It's easier to find a suitable mark, and frankly, people aren't expecting it as much. And especially the market vendors aren't expecting it as much. He really only looks for a new target, a new market night if he hasn't gotten enough in the day. He is completely alone in the world. He has no siblings, no parents. He does have a few, like he has a kind of like a rival pickpocket. And oftentimes they'll compare scores at the end of the day, or if one of them sees the other making a move while they're both out on the street, maybe they'll do something to complicate the score. It's not malicious most of the time, although they would neither of them would hesitate to throw the other under the bus.
And none of them are part of the guild, so or any of the guilds really, right? They're just freelancers.
Right.
It was a quiet day. Not a lot happened. I mean, it's a big city. There's constantly people, but you never found a good time where there was like a target you could get to without them basically being separated from other people. And then so the day kind of just kept going. And now the sun is finally setting. There's still decent crowds, and maybe you're standing in like the mouth of an alleyway watching a few crowds, and you're thinking, I could probably get something off one of these guys. You see like a group of, we'll say like mage students, like creating little sparks of light and stuff, and kind of being a little obnoxious, a little annoying, as they use prestidigitation and probably thaumaturgy just to make some noise. But they're easily distracted, and then you see probably a couple other groups here and there just moving down the street near this alleyway, but not like right up against it.
Runt rolls his eyes. Those learned types are always so flamboyant. Wouldn't last a day on the streets.
They're wearing like bright blue robes, which is like one of the main colors of the skulls in Dhurga, is like almost cyan. Just really gaudy.
Yeah. So they're distracting themselves with their antics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Runt will approach and try to pick the pocket of what looks like the most well-off one that is in this little crowd of mages.
Okay. Make a stealth. Let's just do sleight of hand check. How do you go up and like? Are you just basically trying to stay invisible as you go up to these people, or do you like kind of act casual and then?
Boop. I think he blends into the crowd, and as best he can, and just kind of all smooth movements, nothing to indicate that he's any different from anyone else. And as he brushes by, just tries to pick the pocket. Pull the bell out without, or pull the wallet out without ringing any of the bells, as people are wont to trade others with.
Yeah, so make a sleight of hand check.
Didn't take expertise in it.
That sucks, buddy.
Oh man.
Oh, it's an 18 plus 5, 23.
Yeah, that's still decent. Yeah, you get. I think you get like, what's in this wizard's pockets? I think you get like a small dagger that they have. Like it's basically a letter opener, but it's like probably their self-defense dagger that they have if magic isn't quite working. And maybe like a little pouch of crap, what's it called? Like a little pouch for materials and stuff for casting their spells that you could probably turn over for a little bit of money here and there. I think you get those real quick in a quick grab, and then you also manage to get like a pouch of 10 gold pieces. And that's what you pull out of this wizard's pocket.
No, that's a decent lift. Doesn't break his stride, just keeps moving through the crowd. After he gets a little bit distant.
There's like a loud explosion over your head as you like walk by casually, right after you reached into his pocket, and you see one of the wizards like pointing up and like using thaumaturgy and prestidigitation to just make this loud, massive explosion over this guy, and a couple people like startle in the street and start running away. Maybe a city guardsman actually like appears now and starts walking toward the group to kind of send them on their way.
There's anyone near Runt who kind of flinches and starts to scramble away, Runt is going to take the opportunity to kind of play that. If he sees other people doing it, I think he sees that as an opportunity to kind of do the same and put a little extra distance between them. So just kind of flinches and scrambles away. He's been very careful not to get too close to anyone for any extended period of time. I'd imagine to some extent he is a known quantity, although he tries to spread out, where he hits marks throughout the city, so no one vendor or perhaps guard who is in at a post consistently can identify him as a ne'er-do-well.
Yeah, I mean, luckily Dhurga is a big city. I mean, you're talking hundreds of thousands, possibly close to 1 million people in this city probably at any given time, so as long as he doesn't hunt like the exact same area constantly, it's a pretty easy way to get through. Where does he go after with his spoils?
What his well, we talked about sewers. I know in Dhurga, I personally haven't been party to any of that, but I know it's been discussed.
Yeah, there's alligators in the sewers.
If you if you go through alleyways, there are like spillways in the alleyways between like lines of homes, especially in the dingier parts of the city, where you can kind of go down at least half a floor and kind of sit with your back to the wall and some stairs and kind of count your earnings and be out of anybody's eye line or anything like that, and just kind of have a moment to yourself as much as you can in a city like Dhurga. So I think that's probably where he is now, just kind of trying to go as unnoticed as possible. It usually goes pretty well for him, but sitting on the stairs, going through the materials bag to see if he can recognize anything or maybe everything, and kind of knows the going price for any of it.
Okay. Why don't you make a perception roll for me?
Now that I do have expertise in.
Nice.
Or I'll roll,
you did roll as well.
Or I'll roll a 19 plus 6, 25.
You catch someone standing down like the alleyway a ways, just standing there watching you. What does Runt see, Jacque?
So you said he was at the edge of the alleyway, like deeper into the alleyway?
He's kind of
probably
like
deeper
halfway
into the
down
alleyway.
a set of stairs, if we're talking about Runt.
Yeah. He's like, looks like he's gonna head into a building almost, kind of hiding in a stairwell, basically.
Okay. And at the entrance is where I am.
Either you could be deeper into the alleyway and even just like it's an alleyway into another alleyway, so it's really dark.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
I knew you would.
So you just see a very thin figure with like a cloak, and like any skin that's showing from underneath the cloak and the armor is like blindingly pale, and his face is, you can't see the face. Like it almost looks like there is no face, but if you look a little closer, there is the features of a mask. Just a white mask, and it's cracked along the forehead. And you see a little white rat scurry up their leg.
What does Runt do?
Oh, gosh. And, like, Runt has caught him staring at him.
Yes.
Can I give you a second to think about that? I just want to say something really quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how we were trying to figure out why Virre kills and what's his trigger?
Yeah.
So I think the last session we had with Alex was perfect. I think him being perceived is what triggers him.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. People who actually notice him.
Yeah.
And like we tie it in with the first one where it's because they weren't paying attention to like chaos that was going on, but if they notice him while not noticing like people being obnoxious, that's kind of a double edge or double
Whammy?
Double whammy, yeah, that's
Double-edged whammy.
double-edged whammy.
So, I think I'd like to roll insight
Ooh, okay.
to kind of try to catch a vibe.
Got a vibe.
I'd say 13 plus 4, 17.
What type of vibe are you trying to catch? Like, just the general feel of why this person's staring at you?
I suppose so. Like a sense of, I guess, to try to catch a sense of how in danger Runt might be, or maybe what this person's intent is.
I think. With the 17, I think you start, your spidey sense goes off, and maybe oh yeah, you're a Hundling. The fur on the back of your neck stands up, and you like start to bristle a little bit just from this person staring at you. You get this strong vibe that this is not they're gonna be my friend. What does Virre do now? How about this? I think he. This is what I'm kind of picturing. Runt looks at him, like gets the vibe, glances down at the stuff he has, and then when he glances back up, what does he see?
He's definitely closer.
Oh, jeez.
Runt is running.
Virre is immediately running after him.
All right. Let's roll initiative.
Okay. 23 for
Oh
Virre.
no! I literally have to roll a fucking 20. Is your dex plus 5?
Yes.
I cannot. There's nothing I can do.
You could roll a natural 20.
I mean,
If you roll a crit.
I didn't think crits applied to initiative, but okay.
Oh, they do.
I would imagine they do.
Yeah.
It's a 2 plus 3, 5, but honestly, all things considered, I'm okay with this being my low roll for the moment.
Yeah. All right, Virre.
Okay. He is... How far would you say he was?
I really want to just make it 30 straight, like 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
And he hasn't... How far is he from the entrance of the alley?
Ooh, 45.
Okay. I am going to use my Blessings of the Raven Queen to teleport above Runt and try to land on his shoulders and grapple him.
Okay, make a strength check, and Runt, you can use strength or dexterity to try to avoid this.
Well, I
We're
wonder
doing a
which I
grapple
would rather use.
contest. Yeah, I know.
Is this a dex saving throw? Is this acrobatics?
That is a 9. I think it's acrobatics that you roll.
Yeah, it's athletics and then contested by athletics or acrobatics.
So 12 plus 5, 17 acrobatics.
And Jackie's was a straight 9. Virre's was a straight 9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, Runt, this being appears above you. How do you avoid this as they come flying down at you, basically?
So you
dropping
teleport
on your
into a
head.
space above me and are trying to drop on top of me and grab me?
Yes.
So how are you trying to? Are you just dropping and falling on top of me and trying to pin me underneath you?
How do you describe it? It's just teleporting above you, legs first, legs lined up.
Going in for that piggyback ride.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Wrapping them around your head.
Okay, so will this constitute the end of your turn?
No.
Oh, that's awful. Okay. So I think Runt kind of sees this happening and falls to the ground and rolls down the stairs a little bit, like coming back up to his feet as part of kind of like the same acrobatic flourish. Or at least coming up to his knees.
Nice.
As part of the same acrobatic flourish. And his hackles are up.
Okay.
What
So
does
you
Virre
roll, and you're back on your feet, and this figure is now ghostly and translucent. He is going to swing the great axe off of his back at you.
Your extra attacks. Okay.
No, this is just my regular action. Haven't gotten to the extra attack yet.
Is a grapple not an attack action?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess it is, huh?
Yeah, technically it would be.
Okay, well then this is my extra
Bonus.
attack, yeah?
Yeah, your extra attack, yeah. Yeah, the teleportation was a bonus action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then, yeah, trying to grapple and seize it would have been the attack, and then this is the bonus attack. So, yeah, okay.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Alright, well that is an 8 to hit. I'm assuming that does not.
It doesn't, but Runt is not wearing any armor.
Oh,
Lovely.
jeez.
Okay, so he swings wild, like, he grabs the handle, basically, like, he reaches his hand around his waist, grabs it with both hands, and swings, basically, bottom up towards Runt. But he swings too hard and misses.
Like swings from the ground up? Is that what you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
I think,
Uppercut.
Like at a diagonal.
I think Runt just like leans backwards, like with his toes the only thing like on the stairs, like that's all the room that he has, and manages to keep his feet and says, What do you want? Why are you doing this?
Get the very stereotypical blade like flashing right in front of his eyes as he dodges back a little
His
bit.
eyes are just like wide, all of his fur standing on end. Like, what is happening?
Virre does not say anything.
Don't say the words that I don't want to hear. There are 2 words that I really don't want to hear.
It's your turn.
Well, actually, at the end of your turn, because you ended within 5 feet of me, I will use a feature from my scout subclass, Skirmisher. You're hard to pin down in a fight. You can move up to half your speed as a reaction, and this does not provoke an opportunity attack. So I will go ahead and move 20 feet away from you at the end of your turn down the staircase.
Ooh, down the staircase.
I mean, I guess I could run past you out in the city.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I am in combat. I mean, I know I told you what this area was like, but do you want me to keep telling you what's at the bottom of this staircase?
What's at the bottom of the staircase?
I mean, I was thinking this was a spillway, so there are like tunnels and, running underneath the streets, running in either direction from underneath the staircase. On the other side of the spillway is a stairway leading down from the other side of the alleyway that he's in. It's like kind of a bigger, more open area behind a set of homes, where the think like a 60-foot long and 30-foot wide area with like 20 feet of it being street and 10 feet of it being this staircase, and underneath the street runs like a tunnel for the spillway to go into, and underneath, opposite that tunnel is that other tunnel is a different tunnel that runs underneath like the homes and things, all supported, by stonework, arches.
So this is leading to the sewers then?
Sorry, I did. My headphones came unplugged. Yeah.
Make
No,
sure
it
your
was my.
Was it your
was
mic
my
or?
mic, but
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay. Make sure Audacity didn't stop then. It probably did.
But so this is going underneath to the sewers? That was my question.
I didn't imagine it like It's almost.
I'm just
more like
confused. I don't know how to picture what you're
It's
describing.
almost more like a canal in my mind than like leading underneath the city into the sewers. Like there would be other like ladders or ramps that led further down underneath the city into the sewers, but this is more just like canals that like water runoff leads down here and eventually leads into the sewers, but these aren't tunnels leading directly into the sewers.
It's where they have the race in Greece. It's like a little lane that isn't actually underground. It's just like a lower area for water to spill off into.
Tunnels isn't the right word, except for where there is like stonework above it, like in the arches. It's closer to more like a ditch, but carved out of the stone.
Okay.
Yeah, and the stairway is just leading down into it.
So on my turn, I will
kind of like this, but with probably a little bit bigger. Send something in the chat.
So I have 40 feet of movement, and with my dash and bonus action dash, I can move 120 feet on my turn.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's a terrier.
So I am just... I think... instead of going into the tunnels, though, I think he will actually run up the other flight of stairs on the other side of the set of stairs he's on now and get back out into the street and essentially run 120 feet in a straight line, like hitting an alley at the top of those stairs and running until he gets to a main street thoroughfare and trying to put as much distance between him and Virre as he can, and also getting lost in the crowd. But it's not going to be a hide action. It's just going to be 120 feet of movement.
So how far away are you from Virre?
I took 20 feet as part of that reaction. Then I just moved 120 feet, so 140 feet.
140 feet. What can Virre move max with a dash? Like 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, what does Virre do when all of a sudden this little guy just basically takes off and is like running twice what Virre can manage?
I mean, he's gonna run after him. When he gets close to... I know he's not gonna make it all the way there, but when he does get close to the, like, street, hill, blend in again, like, he'll make sure that his weapon's not out. Okay. And
does he, like, try to disappear from, maybe even from Runt's vision? Like, no. Hide from Runt? No? Okay.
No.
But wants to blend in so that everybody else doesn't think anything's going on.
Yeah, he's very, like, calm.
Okay. So he's now, like, what, 80 feet or something behind you, Runt?
Okay. So you have a climbing speed equal to half of my movement speed.
I will be, like, hunting for him. I know that'll be, like, survival, right?
Mm-hmm.
Survival, I guess. I mean, I know it's stealth, but survival, I guess, could also work for me. Trying not to be hunted.
Are you trying to stay? Are you? Did you say you're trying to go back on the streets, or are you staying off the streets right now, Ron?
No. He's on the streets. He's in the crowd.
Okay.
I guess he's keeping an eye on Virre if he's in his, if Virre isn't trying to hide.
No, he's just trying to blend in. Why don't you make a stealth roll, Runt?
15 plus 7, 22.
So you effectively blend into the crowds. The crowds don't notice you, and I think Virre, you can roll perception if you want to.
And, like, if there's a way that you can roll without me seeing you, I'm perfectly fine with me not knowing any of Virre's rolls.
That's a 12 for Virre.
So Virre does not notice. So Runt, where do you go?
So this is effectively my next turn, I suppose. Are we still in combat?
I'm gonna say we're gonna drop out of initiative for now and just let it kind of flow.
Okay, so as an urchin, I have city secrets, the secret patterns, and flow to cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss.
So do I.
When you are not in combat, you and companions. Okay, never mind. So we are going to be moving at the same speed.
Yeah.
So, what I think, Runt would try to do would actually be, after breaking line of sight, would try to find a way up to a rooftop somewhat nearby.
All right, so you find your way up to a rooftop.
About how far off of the ground am I would like to have the ability to look down on the street where last I saw Virre to see if I can kind of keep an eye on him from a relatively safe vantage point, like remaining hidden, and kind of see where he's going, and see if I can just see if he's going the wrong direction and maybe find a way to slip completely away.
Virre, what do you do when you lose sight of Runt?
Honestly, I think his instinct would also be to get somewhere high so he could look.
Oh, man. I want both of you to make a flat D20 roll for me.
Okay.
15.
17.
No! No.
Jacque, if we want to do rolls that Carson can't see, we could use my whispers in your server, just so you know.
Okay.
I sent a message in there, but
that's what I was wondering what that was.
Virre, you come up onto the rooftop of it's like a 2-story building. I'm thinking very, what is it? Middle Eastern style. The houses of Dhurga tend to be brown dirt kind of looking, or what am I picturing right now?
Like packed dirt, like clay,
yeah, like clay,
or like dirt, like bricks,
stone, but very simple, literally just a square.
Yeah, basically very square. Yeah, and the rooftops are flat with just a little bit of a. Oh, yeah, that's a perfect kind of exactly what I'm picturing. A lot of Dhurga. Hold on. Very square. There's kind of a edge around it that's probably 2 feet tall, so most people can see over it, no problem. Almost sent that into the wrong Discord.
It's very tiny, but I understood
tiny.
What you meant.
Yeah. So I'm picturing you coming up, and you come up this ladder, and you look out, and you see one building over the Hundling looking down on the street you were just on. They have not seen you yet.
How far?
Next building over, we'll say about 45, 50 feet. There's nobody else up here other than you two right now. Why doesn't Runt make a perception roll? Actually, what's your passive perception?
Can 16. I make a stealth?
Yeah. Yep.
Or do you want to just use my passive stealth?
No, let's do rolls.
Okay.
Let's do a perception versus stealth roll here. Does Virre move toward Runt quickly, or tries to be slow and stealthy?
He's definitely trying to be stealthy now.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do this contest of stealth versus perception.
It's a 7 + 6, 13.
Oof. Oh. Really? Virre, you... No, let's do it from Runt. Runt, you're sitting there looking down at the street. looking around, trying to spot something, and then suddenly you hear like a footstep behind you, and you spin, and this being with the mask is standing about 20 feet away now, with like this like barrier from the different building between the two of you. But they're right there. Like they just took a step, and maybe a little bit of like extra rockage from like crackled beneath their feet.
It's still my turn though, right? Oh.
Yes.
We're back in initiative.
I can't... I feel like I should have been harsher on that, honestly. I just realized what that... I just want to say that a plus 11 is insane for stealth, and the fact that you couldn't beat Carson.
Yeah.
Virre got a natural 1 on that stealth roll. I know. But a plus 11. Mm-hmm. That plus 11, like, oh, I don't know. Okay, so you have a chance to act Virre before, but the Hundling knows you're there.
I will run up and attack with a small knife.
Okay. You can just do your attack rolls in the voice chat. Those don't have to be sneaky.
How,
Oh my god, another nat 1. But it's a 9.
Look right now. It's a 9 overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My AC is 13 because it's 10 plus your dexterity if you're unarmored.
Yeah. Yep.
I do have another attack though.
Yeah,
so.
you do.
Yeah, you do.
What is this? Yeah, make your another attack roll, but what does it look like, Runt, for you to like dodge again from Virre? Is it because like the wall was between you guys a little bit, so Virre had to like
reach over?
Yeah, like jump over the wall to come at you?
Is that what you did? You jump over the wall? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's the opposite end of the spectrum. That's not good. I'm probably dead.
That is a nat 20 for a 28 to hit. Oh goodness. Okay. I think. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second, because I want to double check something. What's a small? What's a knife? What's a knife?
1d4.
1d4. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. You're lucky it's the knife that they're hitting you with, and not their big.
You're very, very lucky about that. Yeah.
I will spend 1 point of the lucky feat that I have, and roll a different d20, and you'll be forced to take that result.
Oh, really?
No, I don't have lucky because I don't have an ASI yet.
Oh, yes. I was about to say, oh man, that would have been so good. But you can't force that. Can you force them to reroll?
You absolutely can. Lucky is incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You get 3 points of it every long rest, too. It is an insanely good feat.
So you're doing 4 damage just automatically from the crit hit.
It's just the die, or did we do the die and...
It's just the
plus
die.
5.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, so it'll be basically a 1d4 plus 9. Since your dex is a plus 5.
11, but hold on.
But wait,
because he is using killer blow, so I get to expend a killer die. So that's 14.
14.
Okay, how is this attack coming in?
I am not
Sharply.
done yet though. Because I still have my action surge that I can use.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be it.
Oh.
Question.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 words I was hearing earlier.
They waited. They drew out the suspense.
You really, is it okay to switch a weapon for action surge? Yeah, because it's just an extra action. I can do whatever I want, right?
You get an object interaction, which includes, you can absolutely...
Yeah. You can definitely draw a blade.
Right. You can pull your greatsword off your back or whatever if
you
want to, or get a different weapon out.
It's a great axe, actually.
Like I would say you'd have to drop the dagger. Like you can't sheath and then pull the thing off your back because
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it would matter. You could just leave the dagger in him.
Yeah, I like that.
It's one of my favorite moves to do to Carson.
Well, I don't. I'm tired.
I think that
no matter if I'm fighting a Hundling or I'm playing a Hundling, daggers end up in my body.
Okay. Alright, let's see.
Anytime Carson's going to be involved with the Hundling, there's going to be daggers left in his character's body. I'm going to bring a Hundling into your other
20
campaign.
not natural.
That hits.
Yeah. And this is with your great axe, correct?
This is with my great axe, correct.
Yeah, that's why it's a +3. I love that he uses a great axe and only has a +3.
And he sucks at it. Yeah.
Because of proficiency. It's just proficiency.
It's literally just proficiency because he's not strong.
It's so good. I love it so much. It means you don't get any added...
Wait,
my god!
Hold on. Nope. Because I have great weapon fighting.
Okay. Oh, thank god.
So that means I can roll it again, right?
Because that was a natural 1 on your damage, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, man.
You can re-roll it. Okay. And then I have to take whatever it is this time.
Yep.
I've been getting a lot of nat ones. Jeez.
You have. I don't count... Oh! And then a nat 12.
And then
You've been flip-flopping back and forth.
After you've rolled again, following your nat ones twice as well.
Oh man, I almost want to add damage crits now to my freaking box.
So, what does it look like when you kill Runt?
Oh man. Okay, so he runs up and misses a swing with his knife because he had to vault the wall, so you were able to step back.
If he could speak, it'd be parkour.
Parkour. And on his backswing with the knife, he stabs it into your side, and then quickly swings his axe off of his back, right under the chin. So like an uppercut, but with the great axe.
Oh man! Oh, vicious.
Does it like split the head, or does it just get buried there?
I think it splits like half of it.
And like you can see through the stunned expression in Runt's open mouth, you can see the blade of the axe in his mouth, buried up into the roof of his mouth. Like the front of his top lip is like split open as the axe is buried in his nasal cavity. I mean, he's dead. He has 21 health. Had 21 health.
Do you take his body, or do you leave it there? Because you're gonna have to carry it down from the roof.
Yeah. Okay. Here is my thinking. Virre was very angry that he ran away, so he's still fuming a bit because he didn't want to kill him, but in his mind he had to kill him. So now I'm gonna do a wisdom. Can I do a wisdom save to see if I should bring it with me to hide it?
Yeah.
Or just leave it? Okay.
Yeah.
His wisdom is not good.
I'm fine with it being either a character choice, or if you're unsure, just a wisdom save is always a great thing for me. I love making wisdom saves for that type of stuff. That's what I do for my NPCs constantly. 16. Yeah, that seems good enough. I think he would know that he can't just
leave it.
Yeah, if he leaves the body, it's like it's on a rooftop. It's gonna be noticed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then he stealthily.
Yeah, I won't make you
transports the body to the sewer and feeds it to the alligators.
Part of me wanted to be like, okay, do you throw him off the roof and then jump down yourself and like carry him that way? But all right, cool. Virre gets a level.
Yay!
And the poor urchin boy does not.
I'm sorry, Carson.
I mean, it was his destiny. I didn't build. I mean, I guess I should have just kept running.
If you could, yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna make it like drag out into like a long chase if you kept running. It was just gonna be like, okay, they get away. I mean, obviously, but I did want to give Virre at least a second chance.
And honestly, where's the fun in that? I was like, I have 120 feet of movement.
God, it's so much movement.
Every turn.
That was like so much movement.
That's what
I was like, oh no, I'm done. I mean, he's just gonna have to find a civilian, like, not someone without a class.
Someone without a class. Find an actual a commoner.
A commoner. Sorry, Ryan, I didn't see your text until just now. Asking me to make a stealth roll.
It's fine. Parkour.